and welcome back to the GPL 2015 Spring Split. I'm Altheriel, and here's Wolf with me. We're going to go game 2 of Wargods versus Bangkok Titans. First game, kind of like a steamroll, and we saw BKT just, having that assassin comp dominate out Wargods.
Yeah, that was basically the summary of game number 1. I mean, we saw the LeBlanc, the Kassadin come in, and the Jarvan. They all just went in and got a few kills, and they basically closed out the game pre-30 minutes.
I mean, it was good. I mean, this is not the BKT I saw last season. I mean, they were good mechanically, or at least better mechanically, and this time they were a bit more decisive in their plays. The dragon calls were really solid.
Yep.
Tower pushing was not that much of a problem, and of course, they had very sensible item path choices.
Yeah.
So I like that. I like that a lot.
Definitely. So we will have to see what the Wargods have up their sleeves. I mean, so far, no one really stood out for me on the side of the Wargods, and it was very difficult to kind of pinpoint an ace in their team.
Right. I mean, strong players, I didn't see that much, but I actually want to say that I saw a lot of mechanical mistakes, especially from Ochi. Playing a champ like Lissandra requires you to understand map movement very well. So next thing I expect her to play something. I expect him to play something less tricky, I suppose. Up against someone like LeBlanc or Kassadin or Fizz or even Syndra, that requires you to be mechanically skilled.
Oh yeah.
Right? So making something safe, I think, will be much better in the next game.
We should hopefully see a little bit more synergy come out from the team come of Wargods as well. I mean, the Lissandra didn't really fit in all too well.
It was the only engage.
Yeah.
And it's probably a comfort pick that I can understand.
He didn't look very comfortable on Lissandra. Yeah, so we will have to see.
They wanted to run, but it just didn't really work out.
I expect the same bans to come up from the side of Bangkok Titans. On the Wargods side, though, I'm not entirely sure who they want to change out for the pick and ban phase. So we will have to see.
Irelia's out. Now, will the Thresh ban come out again? Because that game could have gone a lot more better for, I think, Wargods if they had that Thresh.
Yeah.
If they had that Thresh. You could have gotten a better engage coming out of it. And extra CC from Thresh is always a big plus.
Yeah, there we go, the Kassadin ban come out. They don't want Warlock to have his hands on the Kassadin, so we will have to see what they decide to do here.
Warlock has been playing for a long while now, and I know he's not just proficient at Kassadin. There's a whole bunch of things he could get on. With that gone, they could actually let the Maokai be free up again. And, that's still a pretty mobile and powerful champion. Not as much burst.
Doesn't snowball as much as well.
Doesn't snowball as much, but you can definitely go in for a lot of good teleport plays, and that's something we saw Warlock do really well in the previous game.
Yeah, that's right. Again, the Pantheon coming in as the ban, the LeBlanc as well. So will it be Kassadin, LeBlanc, and maybe even Lucian coming out for the side of Wargods
if
in
they
the
ban
ban
those
list?
Things, I will flip the table. Okay, I mean, not really, because this is pretty heavy. It's not Mao, but it's pretty heavy. Because that's ridiculous. If they're going to ban out all the things that they just lost to, that's saying a lot, That's saying a lot about how insecure they are playing mechanical champions one-on-one. Thresh banned by BKT. They're comfortable with that bot in synergy of the Lucian Nami early on. And why not? Valen was perfect on the Nami.
Yeah, that's right.
Getting so many good bubbles. Getting max range tidal waves, right? Forcing out those flashes.
That's really good play overall. Yeah, that's right. So anyway, I've just got word that... Whoa, that was a really loud spike. But I've just got word that one of the players actually disconnected. I'm not entirely sure if we will be going for a remake. There we go, the remake comes in.
And if you're wondering, the last ban, I think, if it's not changed, it was Warwick.
Yeah, it was the Warwick.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, no one wants to deal with that Warwick.
Such a beast.
Yeah, it's just a crazy game coming in if we have the Warwick. So we will wait for the side of Wargods to actually get their player back up and ready. But nevertheless, let's kind of talk a little bit more about those targeted bans. Is the Kassadin and the LeBlanc something that they really want to take away?
I think it might be a good thing. Okay, so first week of GPL, right? What do you want to do? You want to gauge your opponents as much as possible.
Funny thing is that this will be the only time that they're playing against each other.
Right.
So
you're right. That is actually a really good point. I don't. If this is the only time we're gonna play against each other, then it's a good. I think it's no matter what the case, it's still a good time to just ban out champions.
Because if you can't deal with it,
you just get out of the way. Just
but
get
the thing is that
the ban phase.
Will it be enough? That's my question here. Will they? Because what I feel is that what Wargods could have done is let those champions through, thought of a strategy, like force the Bangkok Titans to pick into those champions again, and maybe maybe, just maybe, go in for, because LeBlanc and Cassidy at least not
I
as
don't know,
super
man.
strong.
I don't know, man. I think sometimes it's very hard to think of a strat on the spot. Like you gotta.
Hey, they're the professionals here.
Sometimes you gotta just.
I have
you
some
see a bad
expectations
egg
of
and you
them.
just throw the egg and you're
Yeah.
like, I'm not even gonna deal with this right now. It's one of those bad days where you wake up, you look at the world and you go, why does this happen to me?
Why did I just killed by two
Existential
purple champions like
Yeah,
right here?
forget it, man. I'm just gonna sit back and
What would you
try
do
to
if a
enjoy life.
Cassidy and LeBlanc just started steamrolling in your face?
Complain to Riot. Go to Reddit. Cassidy OP.
Please nerf.
LeBlanc OP.
Please nerf.
Why her Q damage so high?
So high, yeah.
yeah. You know, I mean, I'll
Just
complain about everything.
Just call it the sigil of nothing.
Let me be my typical Singaporean self
And
and make noise
complain
about
about
everything.
everything. Alright,
Okay, can. Seal deal, guys. Seal
Okay.
deal. So yeah, we're gonna wait for the game to be remade. Now, since you have a bit of time, Wolf, I haven't talked to you about this in the longest time.
Okay.
What do you like about 420? Like the patch. What do you like about 420? The patch. Yeah.
The patch 420.
Yeah.
My favorite part of the patch is really just the all the new jungle changes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've kind of played a lot in the bot lane in the previous season, and right now I've been inclined to play in the jungle a little bit more. I mean, it's
Of
so
course
fun
lah.
playing in
You
the
hype
jungle.
train, you're a hype train rider. Of course you'll play the jungle.
Whatever.
No, but I mean, speaking of the jungle, I mean, there are a lot of
Yeah.
so many new viable champions that come out
Exactly.
of it. I know I've seen a lot of solo Q Master E's and they just
Wow.
they just tear it up, right?
With Devourer's
With
enchantment.
Devourers, I mean, they go for the full-on one-on-one fights, man,
Yeah.
and they wreck it. They wreck it. They go MLG 360 no scope on that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's
With the
super
Alpha
good.
Strike.
With the Alpha Strikes,
Yeah.
it's really amazing. Also, I think just amount of effort that you put into more map movements.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about rotations, our favorite keyword
Yeah.
of 2014. Like rotations. From season 3 onwards, we saw a steady progress in the importance of map movement.
Yes.
And now I know it's only pre-season, but map movement is really, really quintessential now.
it's-
Snowballing is not enough.
It's huge now. But if you think about it as well, the Scuttle Crab, the introduction of the Scuttle Crab
yeah.
as well, is a huge importance. I mean, we talk about map movement, right? Scuttle Crab gives vision, but not only that, it gives that speed boost, and that could be the difference between a successful gank and a gank that completely fails.
Yeah. See, so these are the small changes you make to not only just increase vision, but to make your decisions, I guess, if you're going to commit to it,
Yeah.
there's a higher chance of it executing out without a small technical mistake.
Exactly,
And that's what you want. You want to reward people for making smart decisions, and when it comes to technical play, there's just you're a bit compensated for making a good decision. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, if we also kind of look at commitment in decisions, talk about Baron buff. Now
Baron buff,
Baron
yeah.
gives you such a obvious buff. It's not just, okay, I'm going to turtle in with that health regeneration and the additional AP and AD. Right now it's just the bonus AP and AD, and your minions become super minions
Strong.
in the late
They
game.
are
Yeah.
strong,
A
strong
huge buffs to the minions, 80% damage reduction on the melee creeps,
Yep.
increased damage and increased range on the range minions, and the cannon minions outrange the turrets. I
Mhm.
mean,
that's exactly what you
just
want,
crazy.
right? You're forcing people to commit and defend when you have that Baron buff.
Yep.
So it's really quite a big deal. Also, I like how the second tier turrets now have a bit more defense going
Yeah.
on. Last time it used to be first turret down, second turret sure can get.
Yep.
100%. It's a buy one get one
It's
free.
like mid turret down, and all your inner turrets are just dead.
It's a definite inner turret. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it was always this buy one get one free policy. I felt in season 4. Now in pre-season for season 5, we're also seeing a lot more. How do I say it? Champion pool openings,
Yeah.
right? All these new items, the way we're nerfing stuff like Athene's. Now, Athene's is such a back lane item. You only get it if you're really going for 4 item builds, 5 item
Yeah.
builds. And that's when things start to get really serious, when you want that mana regeneration.
Yeah, we've got a lot to talk about the 420 patch as well. We've got a lot to talk about these games, but of course we will be going for a really quick break now because Wargods is still kind of sorting out their technical difficulty. So we will be right back with game number 2 between the Bangkok Titans and the Wargods here.
players on the court. You can leave now. It's game time. Rewind that, Zillion. I want to see it again.
Please speak directly into the microphone.
Too easy. Dunkmate. If there isn't any dunking, it isn't a sport.
All right, and we are back. So all the technical difficulties have been sorted out. Wargods are in the lobby. We will get into picks and bans very, very shortly. But first, of course, it's going to be the Bangkok Titans going up against the Wargods. And in game number 1, Bangkok Titans just easily just going to steamroll them with their assassin comp.
Right. If I'm not mistaken, picks and bans should be the same again as it was before. So
Irelia, Pantheon, Kassadin, LeBlanc, Thresh, and Warwick coming on the side of Wargods.
come on, man.
There
Give
we go.
Warwick a break. He's never got. It's always either he get banned or he's not even played.
He's not even played, yeah.
Except legendary Master Darian. Only one and a few times. So
out of few
BKT now going for the full-on BM,
Yeah.
picking up that Lissandra. Real cool, guys. You want to get 1 point this week? No, come on, guys.
No.
Okay, so but Wargods going for the Lee Sin again. Maybe they think that was a fluke, or it's probably a comfort pick for skill.
Yeah.
I mean, he was pretty fancy on the footwork, but he didn't have the items nor the advantages to kind of commit for plays.
Yep.
So this is nice.
And
This
again,
is
the
nice.
item choices coming in from skill, very questionable. Like you say, should have gone for the Sidestone first, and then maybe a Juggernaut enchantment instead of the Warrior enchantment.
Right. The Warrior enchantment is good, I think, if you're snowballing really hard, right? You could have assassinated a whole bunch of people really quickly. Now, Wargods, though, picking up that Nami ban, it looks like they're going to keep swapping in between each other.
They
What will
just want to
BKT
kind of swap champions right now.
Yeah. I mean, they
Makes
banned
me
the Thresh
wonder
again, though. So
where is the Corki or where is that Lucian coming in from them for Wargods?
The thing is,
I
like,
mean,
Nami is has so much synergy with a lot of the
Yeah.
ADs at bottom lane, it hardly matters what you pick. BKT could easily pick out Lucian right now, and it wouldn't change how Wargods would play later on.
correct. They might just go for Lucian Janna here, just showing Wargods that they can play their own
coaches
comp.
call each other, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Hey, you guys want to play our comp? Last
Yeah.
time was pretty good stuff." And I say, "Yeah, okay." I mean, if
I think it's
you-
just all a secret strategy from Wargods, like, hey, play our comp and see what
this
goes
is
on.
really BM. To
There we
next
go.
level. Oh, close to next level BM. Very
There we
close.
go.
So the Lucian coming with the Janna, like I said, now bot lane champions, most of them have a lot of synergy, and that's why you kind of pick them
Yep.
anyway. The meta picks like Lucian, Corki, that's why they're there.
Yeah, but
Now-
Lloyd Janna now, I mean, Lucian Janna, Lloyd and Valen, that's going to
A lot
be
of
huge
heal.
synergy.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's a lot of mobility coming in for this BKT team, just as earlier on.
Yeah, and
So-
Ochi now going in with the Zerath here. So it's going to be a pseudo poke comp in between Zerath and Corki. We will have to see what Wargods decide to do with their top lane now.
Yeah, honestly,
And-
they need something that can really go in,
Yeah,
commit
they do.
hard with some damage, man.
Someone who is beefy as well. I mean,
Right.
the tree is available for them, so we will have
That-
to see if they decide to go for that as well.
Exactly. I was just gonna say, like, Maokai is available in this game, and he's still a really valid
just strong.
champion
He's
pick.
just
yeah,
really
he's
strong.
a super valid champion pick at the moment.
And hey, he has the saplings. If you want poke, what better poke than running Mandragoras running at you?
And Nar is also still up on the table.
Yeah.
You know, he has a good amounts of damage, and
He
he still
does.
goes tanky. He still goes full man mode at times.
Yeah, and Meganar, I mean.
I kind of like it. I kind of like the pick. Nar has still a lot to prove, I think, in
Yes.
competitive League of Legends.
Definitely.
But
There's
so
some
far,
players
so
that
good.
have really kind of picked
like the skill
Nara
cap,
up.
oh yeah,
yeah.
Nar has a really good skill cap, and it's high. Like the ceiling is really, really high.
Yeah, there we go. We got the Vi and the Fizz coming in. So 777X
Nice
going
commitment,
with the
yeah.
Vi here, not wanting to go with the Jarvan. I think Jarvan could have been a good pickup in between, the Chum the
No,
Waters
if they
as
pick
well.
the Zillion, I would be very sad. I would be super duper sad. It's just there we go. That's
Come on,
a
guys.
good pick.
Wargods, you know that you want the mighty Oak
They wanted
3
to pick the Zillion to go back in time to change game one.
change game one. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's not gonna
yeah.
work, guys. That is not
Exactly.
gonna work at all.
So, but Vi, I think, is a great pick to go along with the Fizz.
Yeah.
You set up tons of kills. Again, even when they don't have that Cassin and LeBlanc, they're still going for that high pick comp.
I don't like the Malphite pick coming in
No,
actually
not at
for the
all.
Wargods. I mean, if you are facing up against a Lissandra in the top lane, the Malphite will not do all too well against this one as well.
Now, the Maokai is a good pick. It gives you enough turtle damage. It gives you a nice
His
protection for your
passive is
team.
great.
Yeah, you get
Come
a lot
on, Wargods.
of it.
We've been pimping out Maokai so much. You're gonna pick Rumble. All right, Rumble's gonna be that
Rumble is
lock-in.
okay. Rumble's okay. You just don't really have that much synergy with the rest of the team. I mean, you can combo with like a tidal wave.
Yeah.
But
Again,
if that was the case, you should just pick Draven instead of Lee Sin.
again, Wargods is going in for that long range kind of comp right now. They have champions that have
Yeah.
kind of long range. I mean, Seraph, Corki, Nami can kind of disengage for them, and
Yeah,
Rumble with the
okay.
equalizer, yes. But we will have to see if the Wargods can actually face off again in a composition for the Bangkok Titans. It's gonna be the Assassins, it's gonna be the Lissandra, it's gonna be the Fizz and the Vi for the initiation. It didn't work out for them in game number 1. Could it have been because BKT snowballed too early? Can Wargods kind of prevent that snowball from happening? We will have to see.
Yeah, and I honestly don't feel like the Rumble pick's the best pick at the moment. You have very little survivability in top
Yeah.
lane until 6, and even at 6, Lissandra can skirmish with Rumble way easier.
Yeah.
She has that much more burst and mobility at that point in time. Yeah, so
That's definitely a thing that they need to consider. I mean,
Yeah,
we talk about a
sure.
Rumble Lissandra matchup in the top lane. Here I'm thinking that, okay, Lissandra has just a bunch of skills that, you can wave clear, you can really poke.
Right.
Rumble is a resourceless champion. Yes, he can do the same thing with his Flame Spitter, poke with his Electro Harpoons. It's going to boil down to pretty much a skill matchup at the end of the day. And then when
A little
Warlock kind of
bit.
hits level 6, it's going to be going to spell kind of Doomsday for Rumble in the top lane,
Right.
especially when you want to couple it with Vi. The level 6 power spikes coming out from Bangkok Titans here is going to be huge. The Center of the Glacial Prison, Assault and Battery coming out from Vi, and the Chum the Waters coming out from the Fizz in the mid lane. It's going to be huge,
Right.
very strong synergy once the
And
level 6 happens.
Oshi with that Xerath though, I think it's a slightly better pick than the earlier Lissandra we saw in game 1.
Yeah.
Just imagine, I mean, Xerath has a little bit more range. He wasn't so mobile in the previous game,
Yeah.
but this time at least he could siege from afar. Like literally, he better siege from afar.
Yeah.
This is the time. If there's any time to siege, it's when you're playing Xerath.
Yeah, another thing good about Xerath is that when Fizz comes in close, if you're good enough, you can land that shocking orb and just land a whole bunch of skills down. I mean,
Right.
it's the idea here that you want to fire that point blank shocking orb,
Right.
and hopefully Ochi can land that shocking orb
That's
as well.
true. That's true. I mean, Xerath has a bigger lane advantage all the way till 6 against Fizz. At 6, Fizz. I was gonna say at Fizz 6. At 6, Fizz actually can kind of like smash Xerath.
Yeah.
Just a Sheen is more than enough to take
Wow,
out a Xerath.
that's a
Xerath
lot.
has
with
low-
the Seastone Trident
Seastone,
and the
yeah.
Urchin Strike as well.
Right. I mean, you're talking about Xerath who needs to crucially land a lot of his skill shots with precision.
Yep.
You need your W and E to really just smack the guy.
Yeah.
As he stands, and Fizz
Yeah,
is
we have to
too
see.
slippery.
The
yeah.
moment G4 kind of burns his Playful Trickster, it's going to be curtains. I mean, in between the Shocking Orb and the Eye of Destruction with the Arcano Pulse, there's going to be a whole bunch of damage that
Well,
Archie can really put down.
Arcana Pulse is really going to be, I think, just a big push spell.
Yes.
That's something Fizz always has a tough time dealing with. So, but that's also, that's my issue. You don't pick something like Lee Sin when you have such nice wave
Yeah.
clears. It just doesn't feel right. You could pick something that has nice burst damage with Lee Sin, quick executions,
Yes.
right? You don't pick something like Xerath who needs time to snowball, needs items, needs to charge up his spells. Then it takes time. It takes time.
It does take time.
And Lee will have a hard time assassinating that type of champion. So we'll see. Skill needs to step up his game.
He needs to
Yeah,
kind of add in some skill points into
Right.
his mechanical play as well.
His back better be ready, man.
Oh, yeah.
Because some carrying needs to be going on here.
I've yet to identify a player from Wargods in game number 1 that really kind of
Stands out,
cemented
yeah.
the team or stands
Mhm.
out
Yeah.
in any way at all. And of course, we did see Warlock make huge plays in the top lane, and G4 as well just make crazy amount of plays with his LeBlanc in game number 1. We
Yeah.
will be getting onto the loading screen
The-
very shortly, of course, as well.
My concern is that BKT was playing slightly more reckless towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
Like we saw them trying to go for the greed kills, the greed plays. That's fine and all when you're like super far ahead, but they can't keep that same mentality that they had in game 1
Yeah, they
over
cannot.
to game 2.
They cannot.
That's when it could get pretty problematic for these guys.
Yeah.
So hopefully, let's go into the loading screen. Did they enable Super Galaxy Rumble now, like for tournaments?
Yeah, they do.
Oh man, so awesome! Love that skin.
Super Galaxy Rumble, awesome skin. Let's actually run through the players as well as the champions coming in. So playing on the blue side is going to be Bangkok Titans. Warlock here on Lissandra. Playing Lissandra. 7X playing Vi. G4 on Fizz. Lloyd playing Lucian. And Valen on Janna.
For the side of Wargods, they got JLC playing Rumble, Skill on Lee Sin, Archie playing Zareth, VYY running that Corki with support, Nami played by Stronger.
Yeah, that's right. So we have both these teams playing, and this is a best of 2, of course. So don't forget to kind of keep score here, because Bangkok Titans now are 1 game up. If they win the next game, they will be awarded 3 points. So
if it's a 1-1,
it's going to be 1 point each. Yeah. And of course, the team that loses both games will get nothing. Zilch, nada. Nothing at all.
I like how you're multi-lingual as well. Like, you know so many languages, so I'll say 0.
Maybe.
That's good, man. That's good.
That's pretty decent. I need to learn more languages, though.
Hey, man. There's always YouTube.
There is always YouTube.
So, looks like pretty standard. No lane stops incoming. And that's I guess that's going to be helpful. Oops, looks like the pause is coming. While we're on the pause screen, let's look at the items. Is there anything outstanding in the way that they're playing? I noticed that for the BKT side, they like having that extra blue pot for Valen, but Stronger, not taking that time to get a little bit of extra gold to purchase the pot. Any particular reason why? I
mean, the idea here is that, or at least I feel that Lloyd and Valen here might want to go really aggressive in the early part of the game, and the mana pot will give you that slight bit of insurance that, okay, if the all-in doesn't really work out and I burn a bunch of skills as Janna, I have that mana regen to come back.
Right, I just feel like you can go a bit more ham, like you said, with the blue pot, because you could throw a lot of, you could just go in, level 2, drop all your spells, get that big amounts of harass. If you get the kill, great. If you don't get the kill, at least you're sustaining a lane with the extra bit of mana and go for round 2. Right? Look at Lucian. Lucian has a nice base mana pool for the first few levels. He can spam his spells just a little bit, like the old school Corki. And against Corki as well, they're just going to trade 1 for 1. It's not a big deal.
And we saw how Lloyd kind of outplayed VYY, held on to his relentless pursuit, saw the Phosphorus Bomb come out, dodge it out with his E, and then just continued spamming his skills, getting those auto attacks off. Not entirely sure why the pause is actually happening here. Hopefully we don't have a disconnect coming in. Maybe some issues here. Alright, so from what I hear is just a little bit of a internet latency issue. They're just waiting to sort that one out. The game will be kind of resuming very shortly, but then again, we haven't really talked about the team comps all too much. But the idea here is that Bangkok Titans have a very similar team comp in game number 1, and so does Wargods. So if the things pan out the same way as they did in game number 1, this should be an easy game for the Bangkok Titans.
Yeah, to me it looks like the same story, different players. That's about it. BKT here having the nice assassination comp. Fizz also a bit more slippery than LeBlanc in some ways. Like, he can dodge spells, right? He can actually negate quite a few things coming in. Like, he can all-in Zareth without feeling that much repercussion. As compared to early game when you're playing LeBlanc up against Lissandra, you can still get locked down quite easily by the Lissandra Frozen Tomb. So this time Fizz, to me, a pick that allows a bit more insta-gib burst, right? Once you throw that fish in, you have to isolate. I mean, that target is isolated.
No one can come in and save him.
But then again, I'm a bit sad, like, you won't get to see the double distortion that we did. The man plays. What happened to the man plays, man?
Oh, G4's gonna go into Urchin Strike though, so hey.
Whoa, okay, that's man. Yeah, that's man.
That's
just
pretty
going
man.
Straight for the cute.
And then you playful Trickster right on the same spot. That's the entire idea.
Don, you're making me sweat here, man.
Yeah.
Those sound like something I want to watch.
That's my
game.
That's why I'm here.
Welcome to C, guys.
Welcome to C.
Alright, so everyone's starting very standard. I think this is going to be
this is going to be the standard start.
This is the throwback,
let's like what? This is early season.
Preseason.
Preseason 4?
5. Preseason 5. Oh, this
whole throwback, yeah.
Season 3, bro.
Yeah, season 3.
Season 3.
That's 2 years ago.
Yeah, man.
Man, we're old.
We are.
Yeah.
7X starting with the poison armor. I love that. I love that skill.
The gift of the toadstool with the Gomp here.
Yeah, Gomp looks like my dad. Just
he does?
ways. Yeah, like this really big under chin.
Oh, I thought you meant he had mushrooms growing on him.
Oh, I don't know, how does your dad look like, man?
I don't know.
Just going in for the early standard things, going for the Ramble back, getting that red buff early. 7X, getting the blue buff. I mean, these are things which are very.
And there we go.
Wow! What an aggression!
Again, early aggression coming in.
Did we learn nothing from this?
There we
Going
go.
for the first blood.
This is like deja vu all over again. Lloyd flashing in, getting the first blood, and then the double kill. Oh, one more auto
my
attack
goodness.
would have been
this
enough.
This is even better than the previous one. They couldn't even push Nami out. They couldn't even push Janna out the previous game. And now look at that. Stronger has to go back.
Archie though doing a much better job in lane than in game number 1.
I mean, I expect that. I expect that because Fizz has a very difficult time from 1 to 6.
Yep.
Especially against ranged champions that kind of go through minions. So Xerath has a great time. Easily pushing out Fizz. Just needs to aim for the skill shot, ignores minions, go straight for the face.
Yeah, and the idea here is that once the playful trickster has been used, you just saw that on your screens, or at least off the screen, that Archie was holding on to the shocking orb, hopefully landing it the moment G4 actually lands when the playful trickster
Warlock
is done.
though having a good time. I mean, this is exactly what I was talking about. When you're
Lissandra,
Lissandra in the top lane, you get a heck ton of push, and your easy escape comes in the glacial path, right?
Yeah, don't use it to wave clear, guys.
You don't even need to. I mean, long lane, you kind of sit there.
Yeah.
You can play really, really safe and do tons of fake outs. Remember, you have that jungle path as well that allows you to move with the glacial path.
Yeah, that's right. The Ice Shard here just does a whole bunch of damage as well. So
Hill taking his blue buff at the moment, dropping real low. I also like the fact that now if you die to a jungle minion, like
you don't lose your buff.
You don't lose the buff, and you know
so you don't pull a broken shard, or you don't pull a.
Oh, the name drops, bro.
Yeah,
the name drops. The name drops. Letting people know
or
that.
Dyrus.
Letting people know you watch the international scene.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
That's the whole idea.
Lloyd going in. Look at that tornado just hitting him up. Dodges the Foster's Bomb stronger. See ya, sashimi. Yep, good food. Good food. Hungry.
This is so easy for them, and then we got a mid lane gang now.
And the flash just burnt like that.
It's like, hey, I'm gonna charge up my Bolt Breaker.
That was a panic, man. That was a panic because the minions were right there to block it, and he totally ignored that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I can feel like Oshi's being slightly, antsy about the whole situation. So
he's like, I can deal with G4 101, but the moment 007X shows up, I'm gonna flash away.
It's a panic button. Yeah, it's a panic button. And G4 should have a much. No,
I
say that, and he gets hit
by
with
the
a
shocking
stun
orb.
to the face.
Yeah.
Going for the long range. Oh, I love that. So good. Going in for the double attack.
Oh.
The safeguard did not protect my ears. That's for sure. Lloyd taking tons of damage, using the early res pursuit. The shield comes in with the extra burst damage. Stronger gets hit by the Zephyr. Lloyd out of mana, so has to sit behind for a little bit. Warlock taking tons of damage. JLC having a better time than he was when he was playing Nilly, so I kind of like it. Valen going in for another Zephyr, using the full combo. Man, mana pot's OP.
Yeah, that was she has the blue buff now as well.
Blue buff, super OP.
There we go.
7x. They going for the full burst.
Are they gonna dive this one though?
Burn the flash again. Auto attack, not strong enough. Oh, and
the scrap shield is like, hey.
Yeah, man. And he gets a kill out of that one because of turret damage.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is actually really, really unfortunate, honestly.
So that's the question here. Do they want to dive this one? Because turrets now they do actually deal quite a bit of damage.
They hit like trucks now. I mean, let's be honest. So BYY in the bottom lane still having a really bad time, staying like 27 CS to 39, and Lucian has has 2 kills in the bottom lane, picking up the early Everest Blade. He's gonna make it rain if the money is.
Yeah, he's gonna make it rain, definitely. I mean, the idea here is that Lloyd is just gonna sit on even more gold. He just wants to kind of snowball himself
exactly why they have forecast Janna.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So Lloyd, getting tons of CS. I love how he's being really mechanical about his Lucian as well. It feels so smooth. You know what I mean? It feels so smooth. He's predicting all the skills. He's going aggressive when he knows he can.
There we go.
He's missing that tornado, but that's fine. Mana is free of charge when you got blue buff on your back.
Yes, definitely.
Velen is happy, man. Look, when you're playing Sport and you get that blue buff.
Look at the cloud. I mean, it has a smile. Happy cloud.
Happy days. So, back to mid lane action.
Do you ever think, Elliot, that we will get seasons on Summoner's Rift, meaning like weather effects, like, oh, today is sunny. You know, like in FIFA, you can set the
yeah,
weather.
Dota as well, right? They have that moonlight and stuff. Hey, you know what? Let's go back to Reddit.
Yeah,
let's go to Reddit, guys. Petition, straw poll this thing out, and
what weather effects do you want to see on Summoner's Rift?
Let's get some changes for season 8. Yeah. So Warlock now going, taking that turret shot down the bot lane. VYY pushed the super low health. Now the difference is that they have the Nami.
Yep.
So Nami gets a
A
bit
little
more
bit of
heals.
sustain.
Yeah, a little bit of sustain. I like it, but the double push coming in from both Lloyd and Velid.
Yeah.
Janna has that tornado help with the wave clear. Really nice. And that was my problem. You see in the top lane, you saw how much health Lissandra had, even with the equalizer up. Yeah, that's exactly why you don't pick Rumble
Yep.
if you're Lissandra.
Oh, there we go. The teleport coming in now.
Going
Let me see.
Oh.
Goodbye, Stronger.
This-
Goodbye.
Japanese a la carte dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, super nice. I love it. You
Plus
like
it's
grilled salmon?
Koinami.
Yeah, you like grilled salmon, dude?
I do like grilled salmon.
Yeah, that's what you get. Now JLC is trying to get grilled salmon too in the lane,
Yeah.
but not
no,
gonna work.
No,
not gonna
gonna
work.
work at all.
You
No
can't
equalizer
fish
here.
the fisherman. That's what they said, you know. Drake. Okay, so like we were saying, they can still juggle this one out, but brute force is also pretty cool too.
Yeah. And there we go. We see the snipes coming up from the right of Arcane. That's gonna hit
There's
just
no
Lloyd.
Rumble ulti.
And
G4!
oh wow, G4 going into the playful trickster. The dragon's first buff is going in as well.
Wow, this is
JLC
man.
is just like, hey, I'm gonna die anyway. Let's see if I can save Ochi.
This is a man play. I think they're gonna get Ochi as well.
Yeah, it looks like they are gonna get Ochi. 7X just tanking this one up, and there we go.
Wow. Okay, so that was just a really bad call coming from the Wargods.
Yep.
No vision.
No ultimates.
No ultimates. Playing the guessing game against a team that can skirmish and know that they want Dragon.
Yeah.
Like, Dragon is so crucial to them. They're going to fight tooth and nail for it. Right? They could have easily given it up. I think they should have.
The very first dragon you can. I mean, that's the whole idea here. You have to assess your risk and reward. Will that additional attack damage be worth giving off, let's see,
Yeah.
3, 4 kills to the
4
opposing
kills,
team?
summoner spells.
Yeah.
Remember,
Ultimates.
ultimates. JLC dropped his teleport. That's a really big
Big
deal.
cooldown, yeah.
Yeah, it's a big cooldown because he's a team fight champ. If he can be there for a big team fight and get a nice equalizer, it changes the tide of battle.
It was
so much money.
It was a complete lost cause there, and if you realize Wall actually teleported down for the kill onto Stronger, and then they transitioned to Dragon. JLC could have just easily sat up there, farmed, pushed down, or at least taken some, or deal some damage to the turret.
Yeah. That
He could have
always been
easily
good.
have done that.
That would have been good. Overall, yeah, Wargods need to think of a better way of moving around this map and not just burning summoners thinking we can fight when obviously the itemization is really low. Look at Rumble. Double null mentals. That's not good, man.
Not
Not
good
good.
at
Not
all.
good.
He's
7X.
itemizing like defensively here.
Defensively, Lee Sin as well, like we talked about earlier on.
Again,
Still
going for
the
the
brutalizer. you know
going
what
for
I
the
mean?
brutalizer. I don't get it.
Wow,
I mean,
G4 is he Superman, man? He's just taking hits and he wants that farm.
he doesn't care anymore. I mean, he has the crystalline flask as well with the sheen, so he's waiting for all that burst damage.
There's that Vince McMahon, like in WWE they have this song, Here Comes
Yeah.
the Money.
Here
Yeah,
Comes the Money.
that's what they know. That's what they want.
Lucian has been sitting on the Everise blade, so now they kind of tell you how much gold you earn. So it's 154 gold already, so that's gonna kind of pay for itself sooner or later.
Here comes
as
the
well.
money!
And there we go. We have the
going for it.
knock up.
The Frozen 2
Tube
comes
there.
in, chaining up the CC super nicely.
There we go.
Oh, 7 getting the kill. Now it's 2-on-2 again. Oh, 7X dropping real low. The
Ah.
whole kick comes in.
They get a counter kill though.
Skill gets 1 kill off of it. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, Skill has been reading 7X a little better this game, and he's been at least in some of the areas at the right
Yep.
times. He managed to save VYY once, and now he got a counter kill in the top lane, so kudos to him. Wargod's not really bleeding as much gold as they did in game number 1.
And still, props to 007, like, he didn't burn that flash.
Nope.
No panic flashes. That's how you know that these guys are veterans, right? They are so used to dying in these games. It's like, yeah, my one more kill. What's my
It's fine.
KDA not that
KDA.
important anymore, huh?
They don't have like MVP awards anyway.
Yeah,
in the
so
GPL,
in this one, it's like, okay lah, bopian, lose then lose.
Yup.
Okay, so Valiant here moving around. I love the movement of the map. Good dropping of the ward. Going in, what ham, man? That was ham.
Yeah.
Just dashing right through
Right
everything.
through the minions and all,
Yeah.
and then it's like, hey, you're gonna shocking arm me. All I'm gonna do is just playful trickster away.
Playful trickster.
The next best thing is when G4 playful tricksters the shocking orb and lands right in front of Archie's face again.
That's gonna be nice. Valiant coming in from the back.
It's like,
Dropping that
is this
Valkyrie
a jungle
early.
Janna?
Yeah, dropping that Valkyrie early is a big mistake. Still coming in. Oh, and a nice last minute flash from Valiant to dodge the Sonic Wave.
Yeah.
He cool, man. He cool. Oh, 7X coming from the side. Has the speed shrine. So don't be in that area when Vi's around, man.
Nope. Not at all.
Oh, ooh, running around, Warlock getting a nice bit of rest. Good trade coming from JLC. Looks like he's getting a bit more of that control back, and maybe JLC can prove himself in this fight. Going in,
Yeah,
dodging
ooh, nice
one of
sidestep, dodging both the harpoons here.
This guy,
DYY.
man. Dirty dancing. I love it.
Yeah, he is.
Lloyd getting a bit more harassed. Stronger coming in. Strong, I suppose.
Yeah.
Just turning on
The Tycho's blessing.
blessing and going straight for it.
Oh, and then we got a dive.
7X coming in from the side. Lloyd shooting, flashing. Oh man, look at the moves. No kills though. Lee Sin coming from the side, missing that sonic wave, backing out like his mama told him so. And they get that turret. Nice trades of summoner spells. Everyone's pretty much on even ground.
Yeah.
This is gonna set up for the next dragon in like a minute and a half.
Let's see, if we talk about the next dragon, so one dragon has already gone to the Bangkok Titans. If we take a look at the items once again, core items should be hit really soon. 1,000 gold across the carries here. Lissandra, Fizz, as well as Lucian, all sitting at about 1,000 gold. The Infinity Edge should be completed in the next minute or so.
Yeah.
Following which, we might see the Morello Nomicon coming out from Warlock as well with the Fiendish Codex, or maybe even the Deathfire Grass coming out sooner or later.
I don't know about the Deathfire Grass in this game. Like, there's a lot of things to tear through. The Morello Nomicon, on the other hand, since Fizz is really reliant on getting in and out of battle with Faithful Trickster, 40% CDR doesn't sound that bad.
Does not at all. The Lich Bane should be the next core item coming in from G4 as well. There we go.
G4 is like, yeah man, let's
and then we
just
see
go
the
straight for
Infinity
that.
Edge coming in. So this is a perfect timing. 40 more seconds onto the Dragon respawn. All BKT needs to do now is gain vision of that area in which they have complete dominance in the bot lane, so that should not be a problem at all.
And now Wargods really need to think of a game plan.
Like I said, is this a jungle Janna? It really seems that way.
The roams, look at the roams, look at the kills. Warlock surviving with just a little bit of health, and they can actually prep for Dragon right now.
Yeah, it's perfect
I
timing.
mean, no Rumble ult.
No Rumble teleport either.
Yeah.
JLC has the teleport down.
Lloyd's sitting on this ward, and I don't think he even knows about it. He's just waiting. Oh,
There you go.
Nice.
The
Relentless
place. The
pursuit.
place.
Skill not fast enough, man. Couldn't pull off the insect in time.
He could not at all. Alright, Dragon is now live. Let's see what this Janna's gonna do here
I
to
think
protect.
Skill needs to change his name, man. Like, there have not he's not landed a single skill shot
No, he has
in
not.
quite a while.
What would be a good name?
His like lack of skill. I don't know.
Oh man.
That was not the most creative thing I came up with.
No,
but,
that wasn't.
But lack of skill is actually very literal.
Yeah, it
and
is.
you know what? I'm a practical kind of guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Some say.
Some say.
So they got Zareth the blue buff.
Okay,
That's
so
okay.
So
I
what
mean,
Wargods can actually do here is just kind of set up for any counter Dragon play. I mean, skill does have execute damage on his Sonic Wave Resonating Strike, so he can try to steal the Dragon.
Yeah.
They have good poke coming in from JLC with the Equalizer, especially if the Bangkok Titans decide to fight in the Dragon Pit. But look at what they're doing.
Yeah,
Warlock's pushing up in the top lane, and the rest of them are just dancing around the mid lane area.
Yeah, I just don't feel like that's the kind of advantage you want to give back into WG. Like, Wargods are doing were behind, and if you give them at least that one Dragon buff, it kind of feels like, you know, well, that top turret's always going to be there.
Yeah.
You know, but Dragon buffs, they become these timed objectives.
Yes, it does
you know?
become a time
It's
objective.
something like a ticking time bomb.
You can give up one, but you can't give up too many.
You can't give it too many, and you know why? No, why give it up in the first place?
Yeah.
If it's going to help you snowball the game.
Yeah, there we go. The Equalizer actually
Coming
comes
in
down
really
right now.
Very nicely done. Dropping a lot of ultimates. They want to go for the Dragon. The steal comes in. Oh, 7X with the smite. That's 2 buffs. Skill going down really low. Lloyd not going to get the kill. I think, wow, they gave it to 007 there. He could have just sniped it out. Everyone just dodging the Zareth ult there.
Yeah, the Rite of
the
Arcane coming in. None of them actually hitting at all. JLC with that Rumble out did not really do much at all.
It
Like
was
I
a
said,
disengage. Like, it felt a lot like a disengage, even though, I mean, you know, they wanted the Dragon buff really badly.
They really did. I mean, the whole idea here is that Wargods need to make use of their Zareth, need to make use of their Corki, as well as the Nami. They need to funnel in Bangkok Titans into the Dragon Pit area, and they didn't really do that much.
Yeah, overall, just pretty poor play on their part. And BKT had a really close call. If it wasn't for 007's smite steal, it might not have gone. I mean, I think they still have gotten kills, but it just wouldn't be the same game after this. After the recovery phase, they would have fitted a turret for the Dragon. Turrets are going to go down sooner or later. If you have snowballed into a second Dragon kill, that turret is definitely yours.
Exactly. I mean,
so
if you think about it, Warlock took down the first outer turret in the top lane, dealt quite a little bit of damage onto the second, and they managed to steal Dragon as well and pick up 1 kill, and that's just...
That's phenomenal. I like it.
That's great play from Bangkok Titans.
Bangkok Titans. A bit of a risky one, albeit, but, you know, still better. It's in their favor.
It
They're
is.
playing the Hunger Games and they're winning.
They are.
Good job, Katniss. Beat of life. So, 7X, you burning the flash from JLC. Are they gonna chase him? No,
Nope,
looks
they're
like they're gonna
not.
back out. And nicely done. I mean, it's water on both sides, so they can't really tell who's gonna come in and out. 7X, then nice sweeper, earning him that 30G. What a gangster. That was amazing.
Well, our Mike kind of decided to mess up here, but
I'm gonna be
come on.
that was
Hello, testing. Alright, there we go. Let's give us a moment to kind of settle the mics. Maybe reduce the overall volume of the mic. And then we can really talk about the game. But we just saw a huge fight going in BKT's favor again. And hopefully right here, VYY might go down to G4 as well. And there we go, G4 picking up the kill. And apparently, Ethereal, your mic's already fixed according to
I'm gonna whisper
the voice
for
of
a while.
above. Yeah.
I'll go whisper for a while. This is my mild-mannered self.
Okay.
So that was a wonderful kill coming
Wonderful,
from BKT.
sir. Wonderful, good sir.
It was absolutely brilliant. I love every single moment of it. And Wargods have been placed in a very difficult position, and I don't know if they can recover from this. Was that good enough?
That was definitely good enough.
Fantastic. Hopefully
Yeah.
it makes up for my lack of voice earlier on.
It does.
Valen taking tons of damage. Skill coming in. Is he gonna impact for the damage? Oh, great disengage.
This is like
coming in.
NPR.
I love it.
NPR radio.
I love it. 7X coming from the side. Oh, he goes in. Yeah, he smacks them in the face. Rumble gets the shutdown. G4 going in. Is he gonna smash them? Playful fixer. Lloyd gets the kill. Double kill. Triple kill. Yeah.
Triple kill for Lloyd.
Oh, that was amazing.
That was amazing. I think you can go back to your normal voice now, L.
That is my normal voice.
Alright.
My normal voice is mild-mannered and polite.
I'll bet it.
I'm a polite caster.
If anyone knows you and is listening to this right now, they'll be like, yeah, right.
When they say play by play, they also meant polite by politeness.
Polite by
That's
politeness.
me, man.
Silence
that's
is
me.
golden.
It, well, depends.
It depends.
Does it give me monies? I want them goals. Okay, look at the items of BKT, right? Lissandra has an hourglass plus the Ionian boots. So much better than the previous game.
Oh man, I thought when you said look at items of BKT, we were going for Valen has a Magi Soul Stealer.
Magi Soul Stealer. Okay, we have a new winner, guys. Forget the Zonius Hourglass. Too mainstream. Magi Soul Stealer.
Yeah, and right
9
now
stacks.
starts with 5 stacks.
Now he's at 9.
Now he's at 9.
Janna is a boss. Alright,
Yeah.
let's just say this is Halle Berry type of Janna, okay? Next level storms coming in. Skill, look at me and I'm gonna ask a question. What can Wargods do? They're getting engaged hard. Still, their only engager taken so low as it is.
Oh, and then we
that
got the
is-
equalizer coming down as well.
It's not enough.
Not
It's
enough at all.
Not enough.
Right of the arcade.
Oh my goodness, right of the arcade. More like,
Lloyd just doing
wrong
the
of the
cha-cha right there.
arcade.
Yeah.
yeah.
And there we go. Ooh, the flash double stun. Will we see the Penta here? No. G4 picks up 1 kill. Double kill coming out for Lloyd. Triple kill now, of course.
Yep.
And the Bangkok Titans here just going up big.
Reported for kill stealing the Quadra.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't report because I'm a polite guy.
Okay.
You know, mild-mannered. Me, I'm just a good guy overall. That's what I think. And you know what, BKT is also being very polite in the way they're pushing the turrets. They're taking it nice and slow.
Make it nice and slow.
Super gentlemanly.
Killing off the Wargods team first, making sure that they do not
of
see their
course.
buildings fall,
No
and just
BM.
completely killing
No
it
BM.
off. Yeah.
You know what's worse? Is when you kill someone's turrets in front of them while they're still alive.
Yeah.
So ungentlemanly.
So
It's just like
ungentlemanly.
saying, we don't care about you guys.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
So-
you guys aren't going to do anything to us. You're no
And
threat at all.
look at this polite play coming in. They knock on Dragon's door and ask nicely.
Yeah,
Can we have the third
yeah.
buff?
They
and
take
they get
it.
it. They take the movement speed buff. I love it.
Yeah,
It's
in addition to that, of course, I mean, they leave the Scuttle Crab alive. I mean, the Scuttle Crab does them no harm at all.
they don't need him
They
around.
don't need him around.
So they
yeah.
don't bother him.
Yeah.
See, lesson 101 in being good, well-mannered players who abide by the summoner's
Yeah.
code. I love it. Welcome back to the GPL. Guys.
They're not even taking their own camp.
Of course not. And look, Banner of Command has been picked up.
Yeah.
What is better? How to be the best polite person? You bring a banner to show everyone's in the same direction.
Yes.
Oh,
In addition to that, give a buff to your minion.
it does. See, nice guys. Nice guys care about the team,
Yeah.
not about themselves. Does anyone have a Rabadon's death cap?
Nope,
Not at all. 'Cause
There's
that's
no
selfish.
death. There's no
There's
death
no
caps
death.
here.
It's not selfish.
Yeah.
Not selfish gaming.
The only evil one right now is actually Valor because he has a soul stealer.
Oh, what? Just boot him, report him, get a sub for this team.
He wants to steal everyone's soul now.
I think they want to prep for the Baron play though, because
Yep.
since they got the banner of command, they know that they want to just make big plays, pushing it out. Look at that, using
Look
the
at
banner, making that, giving that guy a promotion.
Yeah.
What a great employer.
What a great manager.
What a great manager. Lissandra here showing that fair employment works out. Lloyd giving them a bite. Ooh, that is actually quite brutal. Going for the face, tower diving.
Chum the Waters coming in as well.
Guys, you see, that's what happens when you're rude. When you go and tower dive people, bad things happen.
Bad things indeed.
When you're impolite, bad things happen. Laser beams hit you. You don't want that. But Lloyd picking up that turret kill, and looks like the inhibitor will also go down.
Yes, the
With
inhibitor.
only Lee Sin and Corky here to defend. Both Skill and DYY are, well, they're sitting ducks, honestly.
And can I just say as well, El? I mean, you look at a huge crystal on the inhibitor,
Yeah.
and it only gives you 50 gold. You expect crystals to be worth more on Summoner's Rift.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's actually a good point. Perhaps it's not really crystals. Have you been to an art exhibition before?
I have.
They use cellophane paper
Okay.
and they just like paste it around like an object, and then you took, wow, that's damn beautiful, man.
But it's not a crystal at all.
They treat you cellophane paper with
Ah.
good lighting.
I see. So that's how an
It's-
inhibitor works as well.
Honestly, it's quite economical for Summoner's Rift. Can you
Okay.
imagine every match you have to make a new crystal structure?
And the crystal grows back again.
Wow,
Wow,
terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
it's very
absolutely
hard.
right.
It's very hard. They
You're
go to Art
absolutely right.
Friend and they just pick up cheap $1.50 cellophane paper.
Our friend's not cheap though.
Unless you're a member.
Okay.
You can borrow mine next time, bro.
Okay. I will.
So, 007X here going for the Scuttle Crab.
I mean, he just proved that he went assault and battering into the base of the.
He's a rude guy.
Yeah, he is a rude guy.
He's rude guy.
He's a rude boy.
Oh. See, we're really doing throwbacks, man.
Yeah.
We're doing real throwbacks.
We are.
Back to the old days. Okay, so I learned something about my mic today.
Okay.
It likes to be treated with care
It
and
does.
respect.
It does.
It doesn't like me to raise my voice.
It doesn't like spit going into
It doesn't like
either.
spit. It
Oh,
doesn't
there we
like
go. The teleport coming in now.
wow, Warlock, you are a man. Going in for the big kill, Stronger goes down really quick. An equalizer with only the tip touching.
Yep.
007X going straight for skills. If they get rid of this initiator, that is it, man. The game is going to be set. JLC goes down to Velen tanking it, and he's like, bros, guess what? Belt of giant strength. Your mom can't touch this.
I like how you're pointing to your wrist.
Yeah, it's like, can't touch it. Can't even get reprimanded. You know how they say you tap
You
wrist,
get
right?
tap wrist, no.
Tap wrist.
None
Yeah,
at all.
Velen,
Nexus turret goes down as well. Valen tanking up the laser once again.
because Belt of Giant Strength and Sight Stone, too good for you.
Too good. Just too good.
Health is wealth, is
Yep.
what I say.
And there we go. The Nexus turret goes down. Bangkok Titans win game number 2 in this very
Yes.
polite fashion.
So thank you for joining us. That was a very beautiful game played by the Bangkok Titans. They win 2-0 in this series, bringing them to a total of 3 points in their group.
Yeah. 3 points.
Mm,
0
yes.
points to the Wargods, of course.
Yeah.
Very sad day on Summoner's
It's
Rift for
okay.
the Wargods.
Yeah, their scores have proven to be very abysmal, and I wish them all the best in their next 2 games. But Bangkok Titans looking very gentlemanly and strong. I love it. I love it.
You're absolutely right there. So
So-
6-1 and 10 on G4, 4-0-8 on Warlock with the banner of command as well.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I think they itemized well, they rotated well. Just overall making mostly good decisions. I mean, they had a few questionable plays in my mind, but this, of course, is just their first week playing back in the GPL on the big stage. So, and BKT always has like, I like them a lot as players.
Yeah.
Like they've had a series of really nice guys, but they've had bad decision making across a lot of seasons, and that can haunt you.
It can.
It can just echo in your head like, man, I'm doing well, but how if I'm going to be the same as last season or previous season? But yeah, I get stage fright sometimes.
Yeah.
So
And
even
if you
though I
think
look
about it,
shameless.
you kind of questioned their closing out ability in game
Yeah.
number 1. They closed out the game in what, 28 minutes?
28 minutes.
This game, 26 minutes when they finished this game as well.
To be fair, they also had a lot of advantages.
They did.
So it's kind of easier. And
But hey,
Wargods had a bad defense.
If you can close out the easy games, at least it proves something.
Yeah, right. So yeah, right. I was like, yeah, right. I mean, like, yeah, you're absolutely right. So are we going to go for a short break
Yes,
after
we are.
this? Okay, so we still have more games tonight. Up next, I
Asus
think
Fate, your favorite,
yes,
your favorite
I want to
mascot,
see the Spartans
up against the
take on
other
Diamonds.
Wargods team.
Yep,
Yeah.
the other Wargods. Hopefully they do better. I mean, these guys are
They
have
are
some
the diamond
veterans.
after all.
They are diamond. I mean, not challenger lah. They should call themselves Wargod challenger.
But that doesn't sound good either.
It
I
sounds
mean,
like there's a bit problem in there. Yeah. Okay, I agree. So Wargod Diamonds, they're going to be up next.
what do you think
and,
PID stands for?
Please identify yourself. I
I
don't
don't know. We'll figure it out later. Anyway.
Yeah. We'll think of something smart to
Yeah,
say
we
when we
will,
come
we will.
back after the break. So don't go anywhere, guys.
Wow, banana.
I'm gonna catch you.
That's right. Okay,